Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and we're back as promised. Sandcats are taking on the Wide Loads here in the League Championship Series, looking for our third consecutive title. How did each team get here? Well, we crushed the Blowfish 14-9, 11-7, and then pummeled the Moonstars 17-0 and 14-5 to get here undefeated, 4-0 so far in the playoffs. On the Wide Load side, they upset the last year's finalists, the Platypi, in 2 games, 6-3 and 3-2, and then they beat the Buzzards in 3, winning 10-1, dropping the second game 3-1, and winning the series finale 14-2. But that is going to cost them their ace pitcher, as they will not be able to start either of these 3 games coming up. So we're going to have the pitching advantage. But in the game 1, it's going to be our ace, Peter Tapia, who's pitching hurt. He did take a line drive off the chest in the first game of the playoffs. He is 1-0, ERA at an 8.10, and a whip at 150, and Latoya Lumberg will be his opponent. The 2 pitcher for the Wide Loads has been with the team since the beginning of the franchise, is no wins or losses, 3.38 ERA, and a 1.31 whip. Looking at this, if those numbers were just on paper, you would think Lumberg is the better pitcher. Not quite the case. Here's the lineup we're going with for this game. Luca Golden leads off in left. Marin in center will bat second. Mackey, the shortstop, bats third. Cross, the DH, will bat fourth. He's still locked in. Paul will come off the bench and play in right field in the 5-hole. Bentley bats sixth. He's at first base. Jamison Morrison's getting his first start of the postseason at catcher, as Brennan needs a day off to rest. Will bat number 7. Kawaguchi will bat 8th at third, and Janice Friedman, the veteran, is coming off the bench, batting 9th at second base. Mosley is tense after last game, so we're going to put Friedman in. We gave Friedman a start in the regular season finale. He hit 4 home runs in 6 at-bats. So let's see what we do here this time out. Tapia on the hill. Let's go. Let's see if we can win our 3rd consecutive title. Interesting matchup. The Wide Loads are a balanced team, but they don't look particularly strong in any category outside of speed. That's like their best category. Their weak spot is their bullpen. It looks like everything else is pretty average. For us, we are power hitters. We got decent speed, below average contact, but good defense, good starting pitching, and above average relievers. So I think on paper we have the advantage. After all, we are the 1 seed for the entire playoff picture, and the Wide Loads are the 4 seed from the other side. Let's take a peek here at the Wide Loads batting order before we get underway here. Carmen O'Connor will be starting at shortstop today in the leadoff role. Former Sawtooth player / Trips will bat second in right field. Darcy Hicks, an original Wide Loads member, bats third at first. Valentino Velez, the catcher, will bat number 4. Former Moonstars catcher Clever Buff is batting 5th. He's DHing today. Freddie Knox, the former B-Wolves second baseman, is batting 6th. He's at second. Betwixt Mathis will bat 7th at center field. Pepe Vinicio, the former Moonstar second baseman, is at third base today. He's batting 8th. And Bubbles Garcia, the former Heaters outfielder, is batting number 9 in left. Here is Tapia's first pitch, and we are underway. And it's, of course, a ball, 1-0. Hard grounder to second, right at Friedman. Easy play for Janice, 1 down. Next up is Trips, hitting .273, no homers, 1 RBI in the postseason. Change up down, grounded right at Mackey at short. Low throw, picked by Bentley, 2 down. Brings up Hicks, who's locked in. The first baseman's hitting .381 with a homer and 5 RBIs so far. Slider low, 1-0. Cutter up and in, fouled off by Hicks as he's laid on it, 1-1. Change it down and in, call the strike, 1-2. Fastball down, popped up, shallow center, out for it. Friedman, called off by Mackey. He'll make the catch, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Tapia to start the game. Bottom 1, Golden, Marin, and Mackey face Lumberg. Golden's hitting .545 in the postseason, 1 homer, 3 RBIs. That is a 5-for-9 clip for anyone paying attention. Strike in there, 0-1. Fastball down the middle, driven deep to center field. Does that have carry? At the wall, making the catch is Mathis, 1 down. Just missed a homer. Here's Marin, the center fielder, hitting .375, no homers and 4 RBIs so far in the postseason. strike at the knees, 0-1. Forkball fouled off, 0-2 the count now. K-man active for Lundberg. Curveball hangs, and that's punished up the middle. Base hit for Marin. First hit of the game for either club as he's on at first, and then I'll bring up Mackey. Shortstop's hitting .455, homered in the last game against the Moonstars, and drove in 3 runs. Hanging curveballs punished to left center field. One hop to the wall out there as Marin's on his way to third. He'll hang up there, throw to second is late. It's a double for Mackey, 2 on in scoring position for Cross. Cross homered his last game as well. He's now up to a .563 average with 3 homers and 5 RBIs. He also walked twice in that game. Strike outside, 0-1. The forkball inside, 0-2. The count now to Cross. Chased a high fastball. Will that get through? Not quite. O'Connor's there for it. And she will gun him out at first, but a run will score on the fielder's choice. 1 out. 2 down in the inning. It's now 1-0 Sandcats, and here's John Paul coming off the bench here. Sat out last game. He's hitting .429 in the postseason with 2 homers and 9 RBIs. Ball outside, 1-0. For curveball outside, 2-0. Change up, way out in front, 2-1. Curveball lined up the middle, base hit for Paul as that drives in his 10th run of the postseason. It's now 2-0 Sandcats as he comes through in the clutch. Brings up Bentley, hitting .632 with 3 homers and 7 RBIs in the postseason. Forkball down, popped down the right field line. Out for it is Knox. He makes the catch, and that's going to end the inning, but the Sandcats put 2 on the board on 3 hits. Top 2 we go. Velez, Buff, and Knox do up. Here's Valentino Velez, the catcher, hitting .300, no homers, and 4 RBIs so far on the postseason. Cutter down and in, called a strike, 0-1. Slider away, 1-1. Change up in there, 1-2. Fastball up and away, swung through it, strike 3, 1 down. Brings up Buff, hitting .333 in the postseason. No homers or RBIs as of yet. Cutter inside, lined over Friedman's glove. That's going to get to the right center gap. Marin plays it off the wall, gets it in, but Buff will run out a double as he's on at second with 1 down. Brings up Knox, hitting .077 in the playoffs with 1 RBI. Change up low, 1-0. Cutter away, 1-1. Fastball down and away, low, 2-1. Slider up and in, called a strike, 2-2. Fastball down and in, dribble to short. Mackey has no play at third. He has to go to first, 2 down. Runner 90 feet away here, and now to bring up Mathis, the center fielder, hitting .412, no homers and 3 RBIs as he's locked in. Cutter dribbled foul, 0-1. Fastball up and in, 0-2 the count now. Slider down and in, fouled off, still 0-2. Change up low, taken, 1-2. Fastball up and away, line softly to third, right at Kawaguchi, and that's going to be an easy catch to end the inning. Bottom 2 we go, wide loads fail to score. 2-0 for Morrison, Kawaguchi, and Friedman, the bottom 3 in our lineup. Here's Morrison, first at bat of the postseason for the catcher. First year with the Sandcats, came over from the Heaters. Played a season and a half with them and was released. Well, a season and 3/4, I should say. 2-0 count quickly. Forkball hit up the middle, base hit for Morrison. That's his first hit of the postseason. On the lead off the inning with the single. Now to bring up Kawaguchi, hitting .556 with a homer and 9 RBIs so far in the postseason. Fastball up, lined at the middle, whizzes right by Lundberg's here. Another base hit. 2 on and no down here for the Sandcats as they look to break it open like they did against the Moonstars here. RBI dud active for Friedman now as he's getting his first at bat of the postseason as well. First start for him. Fastball down the middle, and Friedman didn't miss it. Driven deep to left center field. It is gone. Home run for the 38-year-old veteran, Janice Friedman. Continues where he left off in the regular season. Regular season finale, he hit 4 solo homers. Well, 2 solo homers and 2 two-run homers. Man was in the zone. 3-run shot makes it 5-0, and that brings up Golden, who singled in his first at-bat. Or no, he didn't. He got out. 0-1. Fork high, 1-1. Lundberg now tense after the homer. It's 1-2 count here to Golden. Fastball up. Golden hits it back up the middle. A base hit the center. Their 4th straight hit in the inning for the Sandcats, and then I'll bring up Marin. Center fielder's 1 for 1 today with a single. And also came around to score in the first inning. Way outside with that fastball, 1-0. Lundberg now rattled. 2-0 count now. Fastball down the middle, popped up, shallow left field. Calling for it is the left fielder. Garcia makes the catch, 1 out. Brings up Mackey, doubled his first at bat. He also came in to score. He's now locked in. Checks that high, 1-0. Chase that one high, 1-1. Fastball up, lined at the middle, base hit right in the center field with that one. Runner hangs on at second. Is there 2 on here? For Cross. 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up, but that did score a run. Takes it high, 1-0. Low, 2-0. Curveball. Popped up to right, caught by Knox. Runners get back in time, 2 down. Here's Paul, 1 for 1, singled an RBI in his first at bat. Takes fastball high, 1-0. Another one high, 2-0. Changeup down, driven to center. Mathis in from the warning track. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Sandcats put 3 on the board thanks to Janice Friedman as the second baseman hits a homer. Top 3 we go. It's 5-0. Vinicio, Garcia, and O'Connor due up. Here's Vinicio, third baseman today, is hitting .333. No homers, 5 RBIs. Cutter down, inside, 1-0. Fastball low and away, 1-1. Right up and away, 1-2. Fastball down and in, swung through it, strike 3. He's late, 1 out. Brings up Garcia, hitting .500 in the playoffs. No homers, 3 RBIs for the left fielder. Batting in the 9 hole today. Slided down and in, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball low and away, inside, outside, 1-1. They're up and in, taken deep to right center field. Does that have enough carry on it? It does. It's over the white-yellow line. It's a home run for Garcia. First of the playoffs for him, and that makes it a 5-1 game. Brings up O'Connor, who's 0 for 1 today. Fastball down and in, dribbled to second. Friedman there. Makes the play, 2 down. Next up is Trips, who's 0 for 1. Fastball down on the way, grounded to short. Mackey there, he'll go to first. That'll end the inning, but the wide loads are on the board thanks to a solo homer by 9-hitter Bubbles Garcia. 5-1 your score to the bottom of the 3rd. Bentley, Morrison, and Kawaguchi due up. Bentley's 0 for 1 today. Fastball left down the middle. Bentley takes it to right center. That is high, far, and gone. Home run for Bentley, his 4th of the postseason, as that makes it a 6-1 game as we get that 1 run right back. Next up is Morrison, singled in his first at bat. Came around to score on the Friedman homer. Changeup left down the middle, pulled foul, 0-1. Latoya Lundberg back to rattled there. Fastball up, line to right center. Will that get down? Sliding is Mathis to prevent the hit. Nice play. 1 down, and that brings up Kawaguchi. Singled her first time up and came in to score on the Friedman homer. Change up outside, 0-1. Curl ball away, line to right. Leaping is Knox, 2 down. 2 great defensive plays, have 2 outs on the board, and here's Friedman. Homer his last time up, he's 1 for 1. Drove in 3. Left fastball right down the middle. Curveball high hangs, and that's punished to center. Base hit for Friedman. He's 2 for 2. That'll bring up Golden. Singled in his second at bat. He's 1 for 2 today. Low ball 1. Swung over the top of that one. 1-1. Change up way out in front. 1-2. Curveball chased in the dirt. Grounded to Knox. He'll go to first. That ends the inning. Sandcats, though, get the run back as the solo homer by Bentley makes it a 5-run game again. 6-1 to the 4th. Hicks, Velez, and Buff due up. Here's Hicks 0 for 1. Still locked in at the plate. Cutter in the middle of the plate, driven to right center. Laying out is Paul. Great diving catch. 1 out. Just giving up the body out there from John. And here's the catcher, Valentino Velez. He's 0 for 1. Fastball up and in. Skied to left center. He got under it. Golden combing over. Makes a catch. 2 outs. Next up is Buff. Doubled his first time up. He then was stranded at third base. Way out in front of the changeup. 0-1. Slider away, hit up the middle, diving is Friedman. It's way out of his reach. Base hit for Buff. He's now 2 for 2. Puts him at first. And that'll bring up the 6-hitter, Freddie Knox, who's 0 for 1. Cutter away, hit up the middle, diving is Friedman. It's out of his reach. Marin comes up throwing for third as Buff is on his horse. He beats the throw. Runners at the corners with 2 down now for Mathis. 0 for 1, still locked in. Slider down, called a strike, 0-1. Cutter down in the way, called a strike, 0-2 the count now. Fastball up and in, Chase is fouled off, 0-2. Change up low, way out in front of it, strike 3. Bat is snapped by Mathis, he's down to end the inning. Tapia pitches into and then pitches out of a jam. Bottom 4th, still 6-1. Marin, Mackey, and Cross due up. There's Marin, 1 for 2 with the single today. Curveball hangs, driven down the left field line. That might stay in play. Garcia over on the line, makes the catch, 1 out. Brings up Mackey, 2 for 2, double and a single today. One-two count now to Mackey. Curveball away, line to right, right at the right fielder. Catch made by Trips, 2 down. Brings up Cross, over 2 with an RBI today. Two one. Liner to short, right at O'Connor, and that's going to end the inning. Top 5 we go. 6-1 still to score. Benicio, Garcia, and O'Connor due up. Benicio struck out in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Fastball up and in, skied to left field. Golden in on it. Makes the catch, 1 down. Next up is Garcia, homered in his first at bat. Fast cutter down and in, driven to right center. Out forward is Marin. He dives and cuts it off, but that's a base hit. 1 down for O'Connor with the runner at first. She's 0 for 2 today. Liner back up the middle. That's another base hit. Runners at first and second now with one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Trips.
Brings up Trips, who's over 2. Pulled foul, 0-2 the count now. Cut up and in, swung under it, strike 3, 2 down. Brings up Hicks, 0 for 2 today. Slider hit at the middle, another base hit. Runner charging from third. Throw coming from Marin. Holds the runner to third. Great play. Bases loaded now for Velez, who's 0 for 2. Change of hard, hit the second, right at Friedman. He'll go to first. That's going to end the inning. Toppy gives up 3 hits, but pitches around him. Bottom 5, Paul, Bentley, and Morrison due up. Paul's 1 for 2, singled and a run in his first at bat. Paul fouls that one into the seats, 1-1 the count. Tripler to second, knocks there, 1 down. Brings up Bentley, homered his last time up. It's a solo shot, 1 for 2. Hard liner to first, off the diving glove of Hicks into right field. That's going to be an infield single for Bentley. He's on with 1 down, and that brings up Morrison, 1 for 2 at the single in his first at bat, and he was robbed of a base hit on a sliding catch by center fielder Mathis in the last time up. Curveball at the knees, 0-1. Forkball inside, 1-1. Forkball in the middle of the plate. Morrison didn't miss it. He crushes at the right center field. That is gone. Home run for Jamison Morrison, his first of the postseason this year. That breaks the game open. It's now 8-1 Sandcats, as they're now up by 7. Next up is Kawaguchi, 1 for 2 with a single, and that will do it for Lumberg. 4 1/3 innings pitched. Coming in as former Beals reliever, right-hander Benson Rushmore. Let's have a look at his 9 score. He is 1-0 in the postseason. No earned runs given up. Whip is at an 0.23. He's pitched in 3 games. 4 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit given up with 5 strikeouts. Batting average against is an 0.71. That's fantastic numbers. And he's locked in as well. Fastball low, swung through by Kawaguchi, 0-1. Fastball low, foul. Hit back up the middle. Base hit for Kara. Keeps her hitting going, as that'll put her at first for the 9-hitter. Janice Freeman, who's homered and singled today, driven in 3 runs so far. Inside, 2-0 count to Friedman. Fastball low and in, driven to left center field. Will that get down? Yes, it will. Gets by the left fielder as well, and off to the races. Kawaguchi already around third. She's going to score easily. RBI double for Friedman. He's now a triple shy of the cycle, and it's now 9-1 Sandcats. Misplay by Garcia out there, allowed that run to score. Here comes Golden, 1 for 3 with a single today. Way outside with that curveball, 1-0. Two-seamer high for a strike, 1-1. Curveball hangs in the middle of the plate. Golden didn't miss it. He takes that deep to right center. That is gone. Home run, Luca Golden, second of the postseason, first today. That 2-run shot makes it a 11-1 game now, as we've broken a double-digit lead again. That'll send Marin to the plate, 1 for 3 with a single. (2-0) quickly to count to Marin. Pops that up to second. Knox already calling for it. Makes the catch, 2 down. Brings up Mackey, 2 for 3, double and a single today. Fastball down, driven deep to center field. Back for it is Mathis at the warning track. Makes the catch, and that'll end the inning, but the Sandcats put 5 more on the board as they break it open here in the 5th. 11-1 to the 6th. Buff, Knox, and Mathis do up. Buff 2 for 2 today, double and a single. Pops that up, foul territory. Bentley over for it near the seats. Leaps into the crowd and makes the catch, 1 out. Next up's Knox, 1 for 2 with the single. Fastball up and in line to center. Marin in on it, but they'll drop for a hit. It's knocks on at first.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
Still one down for Mathis, who's over 2. He's no longer locked in.
strike. Strike.
0-2 quickly to count here from Tapia.
That's inside.
Fastball up and in, and check swing inside, 1-2. Cut her down in the way, dribbled back to Mount. Tapia to second 1. Friedman to first, double play, and that gets us out of the inning. Good turn by Tapia to erase the base hit. Bottom 6, it's still 11-1. Cross, Paul, and Bentley due up. There's Cross. First pitch skied to left. Easy play out there for Garcia. 1 out.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 8.
Brings up John Paul, 1 for 3, single and RBI today. Hard liner at the middle, base hit for John Paul. As hits his second hit, he's now 2 for 4. He'll be on at first with 1 down for Bentley. Homer and a single today for Bentley. Fastball turn on, hit deep to left center field. Will that get down? Off the wall, actually, and that's going to be extra bases as Bentley's in there to second safely. Run will score from first. That's now 12-1 Sandcats. Next up is Morrison. Homered his last time up. Drove in 2. Slider inside and low. 0-1. High 1-1. Hanging curveball, fouled off. 1-2. Outside 2-2. Low pitch, dribbled this short. O'Connor goes to third. That'll be an out on the fielder's choice as Morrison reaches first safely. Brings up Kawaguchi, 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. Inside, almost hits her, 2-1. Liner to short. O'Connor leaps, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Sandcats, though, get 1 back, though, as it's now 12-1 to the 7th. Benicio, Garcia, and O'Connor do up against Tapia. Benicio's 0 for 2 today. Slider away, called a strike, 0-1. Cutter up and in, fouled off, 0-2. Change up, line to right center. Ball lays out, makes the catch once again. Another great play from him. Brings up Garcia, 2 for 2, homer and a single today. So far he's driven in the only run for the wide loads. Fastball up and away, called a strike, 0-1. Get down and in, turned on and ripped foul, 0-2. Cut up and in, called strike 3 at the letters, 2 down in the inning. 5th punch out of the day for Tapia. Brings up O'Connor, 1 for 3 with a single. Slider down and in, called a strike, 0-1. That's up and away, called a strike, 0-2. Change it low and away, dribbled in front of the plate, fouled off though, 0-2. Cutter up and in, liner to short on a hop, Mackey there, he'll go to first. 1-2-3 inning for Tapia in the 7th. Bottom 7 we go. Friedman, Golden, and Marin do up. Friedman is a triple shy of the cycle. He's 3 for 3 today. He's driven in 4 runs. Can he do it here against Rushmore? Curveball ripped to left center off of the leaping O'Connor's glove. It's going to be a single for Friedman. He's 4 for 4 though, but he still needs that triple. Next up is Golden, 2 for 4, homer and a single today, and Rushmore will exit. In comes long reliever Deft Weddams, the former Herbisaurus pitcher. Or Weddams, is he in the Moonstars? Sorry, he's the former Moonstars reliever. Let's look at his line score here. Weddams has no wins or losses. ERA is at a 0. WHIP is at a 109. 4 games pitched, 3 2/3 thrown. 2 hits given up, 5 strikeouts with 2 walks. Batting average against 154. Not bad. That's actually pretty solid. See what he does here. Golden homered his last at bat. It was a 2-run shot. Way outside with that one. 2-0 the count. Hanging curveball, ripped the right field. It's going to be right to trips though. 1 out. Brings up Marin, 1 for 4 with the single. Slider up and away, skied to right center. Over 4 it is. Trips as he calls off Mathis. 2 down. Brings up Mackey, 2 for 4. Double and a single today. Late on the heater, 0-1. Fastball left in the middle of the plate, and Mackey did not miss that. That's going to be in the forest in center field. 5th homer of the playoffs for Mackey. First today. He's now a triple shy of the cycles. He's now 3 for 5. That makes it a 14-1 game as we open it up a little bit wider. Brings up Cross, 0 for 4 today with an RBI. Fastball up, ripped to center field, base hit for Cross. He's 1 for 5 now. Brings up Paul, 2 for 4, 2 singles and a run driven in. Curveball down, line to short. Diving is O'Connor. Great play to make the catch and end the inning. Top 8 we go. 2-run score for the Sandcats on a homer by Mackey. 14-1 we have the lead. Trips, Hicks, and Velez due up. Trips is 0 for 3 today. Fastball high, 1-0. Cutter up and in, check swing, 1-1. Change up inside, 2-1. Fastball down in the way, called a strike, 2-2. Rider down and in, ripped to right over the leaping Bentley. That's going to be a base hit. Paul gets it in, low throw to first. Picked by Tapia, 1 down. No down, no down. Runner, leadoff man at first for Hicks, who's 1 for 3. Cutter down in the way, fouled off, 0-1. Rider down and in, grounded at the middle. Friedman backhands, flips the second one. Mackey to first, double play. Hit is erased, and that'll bring up Velez, 0 for 3. Fastball up, taken first strike, 0-1. Slider down and in, called a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Cutter down in the way, dribbled back to the mound. Tapia there, he'll go to first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3, unconventional, but still counts. Bottom 8 we go, 14-1 still the score. Bentley, Morrison, and Kawaguchi due up. Bentley's 3 for 4. He's a triple shy of the cycle. Driven in 2 runs today. Slider up for a strike, 0-1. Curveball hangs. Bentley takes it deep to left field. And it's in the seats for his 2nd homer of the game as that curveball hung a little bit. 2nd of the game for Bentley, 5th of the postseason, and that makes it a 15-1 game. Brings up Morrison, 2 for 4, homer and a single today, driven in 2. Lined up the middle, base hit for Morrison. He's now 3 for 5. Good pitch there. Good pitch, better execution on this bat swing. 1 down still, and that'll bring up, actually none down, and that'll bring up Kawaguchi, 2 for 4 with 2 singles, as Weddams is now tense. Slider in there, 0-1. Skies that ball to center field. In on it is Mathis. Makes the catch, 1 down. Brings in Friedman, who's 4 for 4. He's a triple shy of the cycle. He's singled twice, homered, and doubled. Driven in 4 today. Grounded to first. Diving cut off by Knox. Makes the play at first, 2 down. Fielder's choice there, and that brings up Golden, 2 for 5. Homer and a single today. Driven in 2. Hard liner to right over the diving Knox's glove. That's a base hit. Runner hangs on at third as runners are at the corners now with 2 down. Brings up Marin, 1 for 5 with a single. Curveball way inside, ball 1. Fastball up, line to center field. That's hanging up though. Mathis there makes the catch. That ends the inning. Sandcats get another run on as there's a homer by Bentley. 15-1 to the 9th. Buff, Knox, and Mathis due up. Buff is 2 for 3 today with the double and a single. Slider away, outside, ball 1. Fastball up and away, fouled off, 1-1. Cutter low, taken, 2-1. Change him up and in, high, 3-1. Fastball down in the way, fouled off, full count. Slider down and in, check. doesn't even swing at the knee. Strike 3 called. 6 punch out for Tapia, and that'll bring up Knox. 2 for 3, 2 singles. Fastball away, check swing, 0-1. Slider inside, 0-2 the count now. Changeup fouled off by Knox, 0-2. Cutter down in the way, grounded to first. Bentley there. He'll go to the bag. 2 down in the inning. 1 out away from clinching game 1. Here's Mathis, 0 for 3. Cutter down and in, low and inside, 1-0. Fastball up and away, and Mathis punishes that one. That was over the plate, and that is gone off the face of the second deck. That's the first of the postseason for Mathis. Makes it 15-2 wide loads, and that'll do it for Peter Tapia as he goes 8 2/3 innings, gives up 2 earned runs on 10 hits and 6 strikeouts. Coming in to face Vinicio here is going to be righty Kaylee Sutton, as she's making her 3rd appearance of the postseason. Sutton has thrown 3 innings in 2 appearances. Whip is at a 1.00. No earned runs given up. 3 hits, no strikeouts, walks, or anything else. Batting average against .273. Pretty solid. Righty v righty here. Fastball in there, 0-1. Curveball low, 0-2 the count now as Sutton looks to put him away. Slider down in the way, grounded to second. Friedman there. He'll go to first. That ends the inning and the game as the Sandcats crush wide loads in game 1, 15-2 at home. Sandcats drop 23 hits, score 15. Wide loads drop 10 hits, score only 2. Both on solo homers. Looking at the line score, Velez was hitless for the wide loads, so was Vinicio. Solo homers for Mathis and Garcia are the only noise they made. On our side, everybody got at least 1 hit. We had 3 players almost hit for the cycle. Bentley, Bentley, Friedman, and I think Mackey as well. Homers today for Golden, Mackey, 2 for Bentley, 1 for Morrison, and 1 for Friedman. And sprinkling of RBIs for almost everybody, minus Marin and Kawaguchi. Lundberg takes the loss, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 12 hits given up, 8 earned runs. She falls to 0-1. Rushmore gives up 5 earned runs out of the bullpen, and Weddams gives up 2. On our side, Toppy goes 8 2/3, 10 hits given up, 6 strikeouts, 2 earned runs on 2 solo homers. He improves to 2-0 in the postseason. He is done for the postseason. Great outings for him as he cuts the ERA in half, almost, and Sutton gets the last out of the game. Player of the game is Bentley. He almost hit for the cycle. He homered twice, doubled, singled, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Friedman also almost hit for the cycle. He's 4 for 5. Homer, double, 2 singles, 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. And Mackey also almost hit for the cycle, 3 for 5. Homer, double, single, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Not often you have 3 players almost hit for the cycle in the same game. And with that, we have a 1-0 lead in the championship series. We are 1 game away from sweeping and clinching our 3rd straight championship title. Let's set the lineup here real quick, and then we'll take a peek at the pitching matchup here. Alrighty, let's look at the pitching matchup here in Game 2 as we're on the road here. Trey Mondo will be taking on Leanne Skinner as we look to go for our 3rd straight division title here in this game. Let's take a quick peek at Skinner. I don't know much about her, actually. Leanne Skinner is 36 years old, B- pitcher. Solid junk rating. She's actually a very good contact hitter. Holy crap. Good junk, good accuracy, no velocity whatsoever. I've never seen a rating of a pitcher be 0? I have Porchetto, his accuracy is a 1, but a velocity of 0? Is Baypal pitching? What the hell? Here's a look at her stats so far in the playoffs. She's had 1 start. Skinner went 6 innings, no earned runs given up. Well, 1 run given up, but it wasn't earned. Whip of 1.00. She has 5 hits given up with a walk. Struck out 1 batter, and batting average against .217. That's the best in the rotation. Even better than their ace Ansel Caros, who had 2 starts. Interesting. Alright, well, this will be interesting. Mondo, of course, comes into this start. He's 1-0 as well. ERA is at 6 and a whip at 1.33. Nothing to write home about. Here's the lineup we're going with here, with the pitcher being added. We're going to have Kawaguchi at third, leading off. Mackey will bat second at shortstop. Marin bats third and center. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let Marin bat second, then Mackey bat third. Bentley will bat fourth at first base. Paul bats fifth and right. Golden bats sixth and left. Morrison seventh at catching. Friedman bats eighth at second base. And Mondo will be on the hill batting ninth. Let's jump into it. We're going to be on the road here at Apple Field. We're looking to clinch the title. The Sandcats are very familiar with this park as their division rival Sirloins. This is their home field, so we know the ins and outs of this park very well. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage and win. I mean, with the way our offense has been performing, I wouldn't be surprised if we blow them out or if we win by a very small margin. I'm expecting us to win. Looking at their lineup, Cobb is in right field. Trips moves to left. Freeman in at shortstop. Carl O'Connor moves to third. Okay. They have a couple different players in. Let's have a look here. O'Connor moves to third base, her natural position, as Vinicio comes out. Emilio Cobb, the right fielder, is in. He is strained, so he was hurt. They finally put him in the game. He's in right. Trips moves over to left field, knocking Garcia out of the lineup. Hicks is at first. Mathis in center. Knox still in second. Wiggles Freeman is at shortstop, knocking... Who got knocked out then? Well, that moved O'Connor to third, knocking out Vinicio. Okay. And Velez is catching. Okay. Can work with that. Clever Buff is also out, the DH from last game. He's on the bench. Here we go. Skinner ready. Here's the first pitch to Kawaguchi. Outside. Ball 1. That was a fork. Way inside. 2-0. We're going to need to wait. We're going to need to time ourselves. We got to slow it down. Pitcher has no velocity. Fastball line to right center. Leaping is Knox. 1 out. Great play. Brings up Marin. 318 average. No homers. 4 RBIs. Liner to right. In on it is Cobb. He makes the catch. 2 outs. Brings up Mackey. 481 average. 5 homers. 8 RBIs in the postseason. Adding in the 3-hole today. Inside, ball 4. Mackey is on with a walk. 2 down in the inning still for Bentley. He's locked in at the plate. 667 average. He had 2 homers last game. He's up to 5 in the postseason with 10 RBIs. Rips that one foul. 1-1 the count. Change up down and in. Hit deep to center. Back forward is Mathis. He's able to run it down. 2. That's going to end the inning. 1 walk to Mackey is all we get. Bottom 1. O'Connor, Cobb, and Trips face Mondo. Connor is locked in still at the plate. Laying out is Friedman, making the catch on the line. 1 out. Next up is Cobb. 333 average, no homers, 5 RBIs. So he was hitting well before he got hurt. And the Wideloads still managed to win without him. That's impressive. Slider in there, 0-1. Fastball away, grounded to second, right at Friedman. 2 down. That'll bring up Trips. Soft liner to center. Marin in. Makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for the wide loads. Top two, 0-0. Paul, Golden, and Morrison due up.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Paul hitting .421, 2 homers, 10 RBIs in the postseason. Change up skied to center. In on it is Mathis. One down.
Now batting,
Next up is Golden, hitting .529, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Quickly behind 0-2. Slider turned on, ripped foul by Golden again, still 0-2. Skinner now locked in. Liner to the short, leaping is Freeman, 2 outs. Next up is Morrison, he went 3 for 5 last game. Dropped the bomb, drove in 2. Turns on that one, skies at the left center, will that drop? Into the sliding, trips his glove, great play, ends the inning, 1-2-3, bottom 2. Hicks, Mathis, and Knox due up.
Darcy Hicks.
Chases a high cutter, popped the third. Kawaguchi makes the play, 1 out. Next up is Mathis, homered last game. First of the postseason for him. Liner into right center, that's through for a base hit, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Mathis already on his way to second as Marin gets to it. That'll be a 1-out double. Going to bring up Knox.
Ready, Knox.
Nope, that's low. That's low.
Dribbler to third. Kawaguchi there, goes to first, 2 down.
Now batting,
Brings up Freeman, hitting .375. No homers or RBIs for the shortstop. He did not play in game 1.
That's down.
Came in active for Mondo. Fouled off, still 1-2. Dribble down and in, dribbled the short. Mackey there, he'll go to first. That ends the inning. Wide loads get the first hit of the game on a double by Mathis, but can't do anything with it. Top 3, Friedman, Mondo, and Kawaguchi due up.
now batting, the second.
Here's Friedman, 4 for 5 last game. Was a triple shy of the cycle. Drove in 4 runs. Hit up the middle. Knox there for it on the nice diving stop. 1 out. Gonna bring up Mondo. 1 out, no one on. Good speed for a pitcher. Curveball hangs, fouled off, 0-1. Fork ball skied to left center. Will that get down? Yes, it will. Base hit for Mondo. He's got the first hit for the Sandcats. Pitcher on at first. He's also locked in after that hit, and then I'll bring up Kawaguchi, 0-1. Mondo takes off on the first pitch. It's a pitch out. Throw down. Still late. Stolen base for Mondo. First for a pitcher in this series. Oh my god. He's on a second now in scoring position for Kawaguchi. Curveball ripped to left over the diving O'Connor's glove. That's a base hit. Mondo's going to test it. Here's the throw from Trips. Just late. It's an RBI double for Kawaguchi. 1-0. Good aggressive base running from our pitcher. Marin up now, 0-1 today. Looking to drive in Kawaguchi from second. Change up, rip to left. That's going to drop for a base hit. Kawaguchi's going to test it now. No, she's not. Not this time. He was going to get us that time. Runners at the corners now for Mackey, who walked in his first at bat. Rips foul on the changeup.
Nope. Outside.
Forkball down and in, driven deep to left center field. That's going to get to the gap. That's going to get one hop to the left center wall. One run is in. Marin rounding third. He's going to try and score. He will. It's 3-0 Sandcats on a 2-run double by Mackey. Brings up Bentley 0 for 1. Curveball hangs, and Bentley says thank you very much. That is a homer to left center field, out of the reach of the leaping Mathis. Into the wide loads bullpen. It is 5-0 Sandcats on the 6th homer of the playoffs for Bentley. We've broken it open. Brings up Paul. He's 0 for 1 today, as Skinner is now rattled. She went from locked into rattled in 1 inning.
That's outside.
Locked into 10s, my apologies. Paul, one hopper to short. Freeman makes the play, 2 down. Golden up 0 for 1. Slider hangs, driven deep to right. Will that get out of reach? Not quite, it's off the wall. Cobb gets it in. Double for Golden. Puts a runner in scoring position with 2 down for Morrison. Catcher's 0 for 1 today, robbed of a hit his last time up.
Nope. That's high.
Curveball high, 1-0.
Off the plate.
Changeup outside, 2-0. Turns on that changeup, hits it to left field. Trips runs it down, though, in the corner, and that ends the inning. Sandcats, though, put a 5 spot up as we homer. And we also get some good clutch base running in. Bottom 3, 8, 9, and 1 due up. Velez, Skinner, and O'Connor. Velez was hitless last game, I believe. I believe he went 0 for 4, 0 for 5. Curveball dribbled to first on the first pitch. Bentley there, bare hands, 1 out. Brings up Skinner, hitless in the playoffs. Way on front, 0 and 2.
Inside.
Cutter up and in, just misses inside. 1 and 1, 1 and 2. Slider inside, 2 and 2. Backs are off the plate. Curveball down, fouled off, 2 and 2. Fastball up and away, fouled off, still 2 and 2. Get down in the way, fouled off again. Cutter up and in, grounded to first. Bentley there on the backhand, flips to Mondo. He drops it. And it's an error on the pitcher. Brings up O'Connor, 0 for 1 today. In the hole to short. Mackey dives, cuts it off. Has to hurry for first, not in time, infield single. First and second now for Cobb, who's 0 for 1. Dribbler to third. Mondo cuts it off. He has to go to first with it. 2 down. On the fielder's choice now, and that'll bring up Trips, who's 0 for 1.
Ball low.
Curveball down, ripped to short. Mackey there. He'll go to first. Mondo pitches himself into a jam, makes his own error, but he gets out of it himself. Top 4, 5-0 still the score. Friedman, Mondo, and Kawaguchi do up. Friedman's 0 for 1 today.
Nope. Outside.
Changeup out in front, pulled foul. Will that get to the seats? Yes, it will. 1 and 1. Fastball nowhere near the zone, 2 and 1. Forkball caught the corner, 2-2. Slider in the middle of the plate, ripped to left center field. That's down for a base hit. Mathis cuts it off, and that'll hold Friedman to a single. It's 1 for 2. I'm going to bring up Mondo, who singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Also stole a base and then scored. Mondo swings, drives it to center. Easy play for Mathis out there, 1 down. They were already playing bunt defense. I figure let's swing, see what to catch him off guard.
The third baseman.
Kawaguchi up next, doubled her last time up, scored a run. She also drove in a run. Dribble liner to right field softly. Drops in front of Cobb. Good read there by Friedman on the drop, and that moves him up to third on the play as Kawaguchi singles. 2 on now for Marin. He's 1 for 2 with a single. High fastball driven to right field. Cobb calling for it. Makes the catch for the second out. Runner tags from third. Friedman beats the throw. It's 6-0. Sac fly there from Marin, and that'll bring up Mackey, 1 for 1. Double walk and 2 RBIs today. High fastball, 1-0. Curveball catches the top of the zone, 1-1. Slider away, Mackey drives it to center. No carry on it though. Mathis makes the catch, and that ends the inning, but the Sandcats get 1 on the sac fly at 6-0. Bottom 4. Hicks, Mathis, and Knox do up.
The first baseman, Darcy Hicks.
One and 2 quickly to count as Mondo looks to put him away. Slided down in the way, dribbler to third. Kawaguchi bare hands and fires, 1 out. Next up is Mathis, 1 for 1 with the double.
Number 62.
Low ball 1. Curveball at the knees, 1-1. Slider up and in, popped up to third. Kawaguchi there. Already calling for it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Brings up Knox, 0 for 1.
Ready up.
That's inside.
Soft line to the right center. Paul's not going to get there. That would be a base hit. Knox on. He's 1 for 2. Keeps the inning alive for the 7-hitter, Freeman. Curveball hangs, but he pops it up to left. Golden over for it near the corner. Makes the catch. That ends the inning. Top 5 we go. 1 hit for the wide loads. Nothing comes of it. Bentley, Paul, and Golden do up.
The first baseman.
Bentley 1 for 2. Homered his last time up. Drove in 2.
Ball high. Inside.
2-0 count. Liner to right. Base hit. Bentley is now 2 for 3. He's on at first to start the inning, and that'll bring up Paul, 0 for 2 today.
Number 8.
Slider in the middle of the plate, driven deep to left center field, and that is gone on the line. Home run, John Paul, 3rd of the postseason for him, as it just sneaks into the wide loads bullpen, makes it a 8-0 game, and his 3rd of the postseason.
The left fielder.
Left the slider in the middle of the plate. I'll bring up Golden, 1 for 2 with the double. Skinner is now rattled. Change up in the middle of the plate, driven to right center. Mathis there though, 1 down. Had him shaded correctly, and that brings up Morrison, 0 for 2. Way out in front of the changeup, 0-1. Curveball in there, 0-2. Chase the forkball in the dirt, dribbler to third. Charging is Connor, easy play, 2 down. That'll bring up Friedman, 1 for 2. Singled his last time up.
Ball inside.
Curveball inside, 1-0. Fastball up, lined up the middle, past the diving Knox into right center, base hit. Second hit of the game for Friedman, he's 2 for 3. That'll bring Mondo to the plate. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Change up down, fouled off, 0-1. Change up, fouled off again, 0-2, the count now to Mondo. Change up low, driven to left center field. Over for it is the left fielder. Trips makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 2 runs for the Sandcats on the homer by Paul. It's now 8-0. Bottom 5, Velez, Skinner, and O'Connor do up. We'll see if they pinch hit for Skinner here. Velez is 0 for 1 today. Curveball down and in, driven deep to center field. Marin on his horse, heading to the warning track. Makes the catch, 1 out. Skinner due up. She will stay in to hit, so they will lead at least 1 more inning out of her. First pitch fastball hit up the first base line. Diving is Bentley. Flips to the pitcher. 2 down. Brings up O'Connor. 1 for 2 with a single. Slider away. Driven deep to right center field. I think she got all of it. She did. Homer for Carmen. It is her second of the postseason, and that makes it an 8-1 game as the wide loads are on the board. That'll bring up Cobb. 0 for 2. Cutter up and in. Dribbler to short. Mackey there, he'll go to first. That ends the inning. Mondo makes his first mistake as he leaves a slider over the plate for O'Connor, and she punishes it for her second homer of the postseason. 8-1, though, is the score as we remain in control. Top 6, Kawaguchi, Marin, and Mackey do up. Kawaguchi 2 for 3, double single today. Skinner stays out there for the 6th.
Nope.
Inside.
Inside.
1-0.
Ball high.
High, 2-0. Change up middle of the plate. Kawaguchi's just out in front of it, 2 for 2-1. Slider down, driven deep to center field. Chasing after it is Mathis. Makes the catch in front of the warning track, 1 down. Brings up Marin, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. Forkball up, called a strike. Slider middle of the plate, driven to left center, base hit. Another hit for Marin as he's on. 1 down in the inning, and that will bring up 3-hitter Mackey. 1 for 2, double walk, 2 RBIs today. Slider away, skied to center field. Easy play for Mathis once again. Makes the catch, 2 outs. Brings up the first baseman Bentley. 2 for 3, homer and a single today. He's driven in 2 runs. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate. Did Bentley get enough of it? Not quite. Mathis makes the catch on the warning track to end the inning. 1 hit for the Sandcats, but that's it. Bottom 6, Trips, Hicks, and Mathis do up. Trips 0 for 2 today. Curveball down and in, grounded up the middle. Shortstop Mackey there. Goes to first, 1 down. Brings up Hicks, 0 for 2. Fastball up and in, check swing for a strike, 0-1. Change it down and then fouled off, 0-2. Cutter up and away, high, 1-2. Slider down and away, dribbled foul. Curveball up and in, swung through it, strike 3, he golfed at it. 2 down, and that brings up Mathis, 1 for 2 today with a double. Fastball away, skied the left center on the first pitch, over for it is Golden. He'll call off Mackey. Makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Mondo in the 6th. Top 7. Paul, Golden, and Morrison do up. John Paul, 1 for 3. Homer and 2 RBIs today. Outside with that one. Curveball down and in. Paul turns on it. Drives it to left field. Over the leaping Trips' glove. Right off the yellow railing out there in the seats. Second homer of the game for Paul. Solo shot is his 4th of the year, and it's now 9-1. So we just make our insurance lead a little wider. Brings up Golden, 1 for 3 with the double. Skinner stays out there still. Curveball in the middle of the plate, hangs, but he got under it. Mathis there for it, 1 down. Brings up Morrison, 0 for 3 today. Forkball hit on the ground to short, right at Freeman. 2 down. Brings up Friedman. Yeah, Freeman and Friedman, say that 3 times fast. Friedman is 2 for 3, 2 singles. It's also lined out. Forkball hit up the middle, diving is Knox, but it's by him again in the right center. 3rd hit of the day for Friedman. It's 3 for 4. Sets up Mondo, 1 for 3 with a single. And Skinner will exit here in the 7th. 6 2/3 thrown for her. Jacobs, the right-hander, is coming in. So 6 2/3 for Skinner. She gave up 14 hits. I don't remember. I think it was just the 1 walk. Let's have a look at Jacobs' numbers here in the postseason before he throws. Jacobs is making his 4th appearance of the postseason. No wins or losses. 1 earned run given up. So he in 2 innings pitched. ERA is at a 4.50. WHIP is at a 2 flat. 2 innings pitched. As I said earlier, 143 batting average against. He's given up 1 hit with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. He's also hit a batter. So whip needs to come down a bit, but other than that, pretty solid. Slider in there from Jacobs, 0-1. Jacobs does throw faster than Skinner, but then again, so does everyone else, though not by much. 1-1. Blows a fastball by him as I say that. 1-2. Fastball up, hit up the middle, diving as Knox is off his glove in the center field. Friedman sees it, he's going to go to third. Runners at the corners now on Mondo's second hit of the game, and that'll bring up Kawaguchi, who's 2 for 4. Double, single, and an RBI today for Kara. Let's see what she does here. Fastball line to right center, leaping as Knox. He makes the catch. That ends the inning. 1 run for the Sandcats on the solo homer by Paul. It's now an 8-run lead to the bottom of the 7th. Knox, Freeman, and Velez due up. Knox 1 for 2 today with the single. Curveball low and away. Sky ball to right field on the first pitch. Paul there for it. Makes the catch, 1 out. Brings up Freeman, 0 for 2. Free fastball away, 1-0. Slider inside, 2-0. Change it blown away, called a strike, 2-1. 3-1. Fastball blown away, outside, ball 4. First walk for Mondo today. Freeman on with 1 down. Here's Velez, 0 for 2. Pitcher spot on deck. Curveball down and in, ripped to center field. Marin there, makes the catch, 2 down. That'll force the pitcher up. Will they pinch it for Jacobs? They probably should. They do. Here is Clubber Buff, the DH from last game. Fastball up, called a strike, 0-1. Slider down in the way, ripped up the middle, base hit for Buff. He pinch hits successfully. That puts 2 on with 2 down now as we flip the lineup card over. Here comes O'Connor, RBI dead active though. She homered her last time up, so solo shot. It's also so far the only run for the wide loads. Change up in the dirt, ball 1. Got her outside, 2-0. Fastball up and in, popped up. Friedman behind the bag, calling for it. Janice makes the catch and Mondo gets out of the jam once again. Buff exits as Def Wedham's the long reliever comes in. He pitched in game 1 to close out the game. I believe he threw the final 2 innings or something. Top 8 we go. It's 9-1 still. Marin's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Let's look at Wedham's numbers here. Wedham's no wins or losses. ERA is at a 3.18. He's given up 2 earned runs. 5 games pitched. Whip is at a 1.59. He's given up 5 2/3 pitched. 7 hits, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 home run balls. ERA average at a 2.92. Not horrible, but not bad either. Strike in there, 0-1. Marin fights it off, 0-2 the count now as Wedham's is ahead. Fastball away, line to right center field. That's in the gap. No one's going to get that one. All the way to the wall it rolls as finally Cobb tracks it down. Marin thinking 3 out of the box. Knox throws it in. Just late. Leadoff triple there for Marin. Brings up Mackey, 1 for 3. Double walk, 2 RBIs today. Looking to drive in Marin from third. Curveball hangs, liner to left. Catch made by Trips. That's going to be a sac fly as he has no arm. This runner scores from third as Marin. It's 10-1 now. Sandcats lead by 9. Brings up Bentley, 2 for 4. Homer and a single today with 2 RBIs. Fastball left in the middle of the plate, ripped the left field in the corner. Bentley's going to hang on at first as he doesn't run very well. He's now 3 for 5. Brings up John Paul, 2 for 4, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. I'm going to leave Bentley in. Cross does run better than Bentley. Bentley is a much better fielder, so we'll save him. Paul lines that hanging slider into left center field. That's going to one-hop to the wall out there in the deepest part of the park. Bentley will still hang on at third as it's a double by Paul. 2 in scoring position now with 1 down. For Luca Golden, left fielder, 1 for 4 with a double. Wedham's now tense. Fastball's high. Looking to give us a double-digit lead and pretty much put it out of reach here. 3-0 count. They want no part of Golden. Walked him on 4. Golden loads the bases up here with that walk. Brings up Morrison, who's 0 for 4. Probably a good idea to go after him. He hasn't hit yet today. chases a high fastball, skied to center. In for it, Mathis makes the catch. Bentley has to hold at third. 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring up Friedman. 3 for 4 day for Friedman. RBI dead active. Last time it was active in this series, though, he hit a home run. Because that was the same pitch they left him, and I got under it this time. Friedman pops it up to shallow left center. Freeman makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Sandcats do get one more, though, as they make it a 10-1 game on a sac fly. Bottom 8, Cobb, Trips, and Hicks do up. Cobb is 0 for 3 today. Ball up and in. Sky ball to right field corner. Paul over for it near the line. Makes the catch, 1 out. Next up is Trips, who's 0 for 3. Fastball up and away. Popped up foul behind the plate. Morrison back for it near the fence. Makes the catch, 2 down. Brings up Hicks, he's 0 for 3. Slider down in the way. Called a strike, 0-1. Cutter up and in, called a strike, 0-2 the count now. Change it down and in. Check swing called strike 3 at the knees, and Mondo gets a 1-2-3 inning. Top 9 we go. It's 10-1. Sandcats have Mondo, Kawaguchi, and Marin do up. Mondo's 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Doobie leave him in. He's thrown 81 pitches. Stats are starting to deteriorate a bit. Accuracy is still there, though. How many hits has he given up? 5. He's only walked 1 batter. Let him hit. See if he can get the complete game. Curveball skied, right center field. They were playing him in, but Mathis has plenty of time to run that down. 1 out. Kawaguchi up now, 2 for 5, double and a single today. Driven in a run. Curveball turned on, hit the left center field, no carry though. Trips there, 2 down. Brings up Marin, 3 for 4, triple and 2 singles, driven in a run as well. Scored his last time up. 2-0 count to Marin here. Fastball up, foul off. Ooh, good pitch, 2-2. Fastball driven to third. Diving play made by O'Connor. She'll fire to first in time. 1-2-3 inning for Wedhams. Bottom 9. Sandcats are 3 outs away from their 3rd consecutive title. Mathis, Knox, and Freeman do up. They're the last chance for the wide loads. Mathis 1 for 3 with a double. Mondo will stay out there to start the inning. Slider up and away. Swung through it, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, called a strike, 0-2. Change him up and in, inside, 1-2. Ball down and in, fouled off, still 1-2. Cutter up and in, high, chased, Marin in on it. Makes the catch, 1 down. Brings up Knox, 1 for 3 with a single. Nice ball up and in, breaks the bat, foul ball, pop up. Bentley runs it down, 2 outs. Last out is Freeman, he's 0 for 2, walked his last time up. Change up down and in, inside, 1-0. Fastball down in the way, called a strike, 1-1. Curveball up, called a strike, 1-2 the count now. Slider away, called strike 3. Frame job is over. That ends the game as Mondo strikes him out to end the game. Sandcats have done it. They have won their 3rd consecutive title here in the Super Mega League. Years 5, 6, and 7. Can y'all say dynasty? Player of the game is going to be John Paul. He did homer twice today, so that makes sense. Mosley jumping up and down. He didn't even play. Mondo, complete game there in the back. That's Paul, player of the game, of course. There we are, guys. We've done it again. 3rd straight title. Don't get any better than this. Sandcats win. Final score 10-1. Sweep the wide loads. Perfect 6-0 run in the playoffs. 18 hits for us. We made an error. Mondo. He made up for it, though. He turned a double play by himself. 10-1 is your score. Wildloads only get 5 hits off of Mondo with a walk. They got only runs they scored in the finals were 3 solo homers between the 2 games. Looking at the line scores, everyone on our side got a hit except Morrison. Homers for Paul, he had 2, 1 for Bentley. RBIs for everyone in the first 5 spots on the lineup. And on our other side, O'Connor is responsible for the only run. She had a solo homer. A lot of hitless batters there. Cobb, Trips, Hicks, Freeman, Velez, Skinner. I mean, Buff came off the bench, gave him a pinch hit, but honestly, they couldn't do anything against Trey Mondo. Mondo, complete game, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 earned run on a homer, struck out 3. Proves the 2-0 in the postseason. Cut his ERA in half from 6 to 3. Skinner, 6 2/3, 14 hits, a walk, 9 earned runs on 3 homers. Drops to 1-1. Jacobs did well out of the bullpen, only faced 2 batters, gave up a hit and got an out. And then Wedhams pitched the last 2 innings, gave up a solo home run, 2 other hits, walked a batter, not too bad. Oh, it wasn't a solo homer, it was a sac fly, that's right. What am I saying? Player of the game, of course, we already knew was John Paul, 3 for 5, 2 homers, double, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Bentley, 3 for 5, homer, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And Mondo, complete game, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So we've done it. 3rd straight title. Honestly, where do we go from here? That is the question. Yes, where do we go from here? There's the ring. Let's take a look at league leaders here, and then we'll discuss the future of this series. Let's have a look. Holy sh! We have 7 players in the top 10. Yeah, that's pretty freaking good. Alright, well, let's not go by that. Batting. Holy crap, that's a lot. There you go, we'll just scroll through these real quick. As you can see, it was a thoroughly dominating offensive performance from us, led by Hercules Bentley, Fletcher Mackey, John Paul, Ivan Marin, Cross. Kawaguchi had a lot of hits. Bentley scored a lot. Well, then again, he homered 6 times, so. Pitching, Peter Tapia and Trey Mondo got their 2 wins. Mondo was the undisputed ace. He was the 2 pitcher, but he pitched like an ace. He had a better earned run average than Tapia and also better whip. Weeby did well in his 1 start, didn't give up any earned runs. Porchetto and Mahoney got saves. Porchetto was really solid out of the bullpen, even though he only pitched 1 game. Tapia led the postseason in strikeouts with 11. Nice. Mondo at 8, close second. Pretty good all around, I'll say. Alright guys, so now where do we go from here? We'll just bring up the roster here and talk this out. I feel throughout that season, I felt that the game was just too easy. So I'm going to try and make it a little bit more difficult. I'm going to raise the ego from 80 to 85. Now I played this game on 85 in my off-stream accounts. Or not my off-stream account, my off-stream franchises that are customs. And I get my clock cleaned a lot more. So it should balance things out. If it gets too tough, maybe we'll drop it down to like 83 or something. But I think we do need to raise the ego. We're not going to do it in the off-season. We're not going to screw up the signing portion. We'll raise it before we play the next game in the regular season. As far as the off-season goes, places we can look to improve upon. Just scrolling through the list of players. Luka Golden, he didn't have a great offensive year in the regular season. Postseason, he showed up though, so we'll keep that in mind. Who else? John Paul, he's regressed quite a bit throughout this season, so did he hit well in the postseason? Yes. Is it enough to save his job? Probably not. He'll be 32. And who else? Pitching, Peter Tapia, very inconsistent as the ace pitcher. We might look to cut his cap number just to bring in another pitcher who's more consistent. Johnny Rowland, he really hasn't developed since his rookie season. He's still a B- overall. He hasn't gotten any better, so maybe we need to move on from him. Other than that, there aren't too many holes in this team. This team is very, very good. So it'll just depend on who wants to test free agency and who decides to stick around for another year. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Once again, Sandcats have won their 3rd straight title. Let's bring up the summary page here. Season 7, Season 6, Season 5. 3 straight titles. 97-42 record. 6 playoff appearances in 7 seasons with 3 rings. Can't get much better than that, guys. So next time out will be the off season. We'll catch you in that episode later. This is the Nasty One, signing off.